You are welcome to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. It has been the concern of many right from the time R. Kelly was indicted, that in fact his accusers could have only been after financial gain, having failed to successfully extort him through other ways. The opinion of many is actually that these women had already done enough damage spending his money lavishly during their stay with him, but they still wanted more, and the case against him indeed offered them the perfect opportunity to further extort him. Looking at the way the restitutions matter was handled once the New York trial judge was done with the non-convincing convictions, the suspicions were in fact not far from the real truth. It was already shocking enough that R. Kelly had been determined guilty by allowing the government to play an unfair game that registered an insane level of witness tampering, along with multiple instances where they broke the laws of this nation and violated defendants' basic rights. And then we heard that the New York judge was issuing restitutions to tunes of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that she was ready to hijack R. Kelly's commissary to take out whatever was left for his survival in prison and give it all out to his accusers, leaving him with completely nothing. For a man whose music had already been muted and his $100,000 bail money taken by the Department of Justice in vain, emptying his commissary was the final blow to send him into a major financial crisis, which is exactly what his accusers were after. In a matter of weeks after the New York judgment, federal Judge Ann Donnelly was already dishing out restitutions even before the Chicago trial. She was literally rushing just in case the Chicago affairs did not go well enough to maintain the cover of disguised innocence among Kelly's accusers. The rush Judge Ann Donnelly was operating with made everyone think that perhaps the accusers had been assured prior to trial that they would have a big bounty to split amongst themselves when done with the R. Kelly takedown. The judge was so shrewd that one would easily think the accusers had something against her. For a case which was still ongoing with several other trials pending, trials which also had impact on the New York case and sentencing, and a case which was pending appeal, the judge needed to wait and see what transpires before sharing the spoils. Clearly this whole matter was about the money and the money they got. Azriel Clary alone received $300,000 like she had won a Rotary by screwing up R. Kelly's life and career. The government knew they needed her testimony and did all it took to convince her to flip on R. Kelly and ensure he is locked up in exchange for the promise of this $300,000, and they had to make sure she received this amount because otherwise, she could decide to let the cat out the box on how the government connived with the BOP to leak R. Kelly's prison communications data to win her over, and this would be so damaging to the case. However, with her mouth full of the hundreds of thousands of dollars, she would be rendered voiceless. Let's not forget that this same Azriel Clary, on top of stealing R. Kelly's cloths that she was seen wearing on her social media, with the help of this same information which was leaked from the Chicago MCC, and with the assistance of her father Angelo Clary, the two managed to steal R. Kelly's bag full of cash which he had left in a safe place at his Trump Towers apartment. While the exact amount has not been disclosed, it is believed to have been over $100,000, and combined with the $300,000, Azriel has managed to walk away with close to $500,000 R. Kelly's hard-earned money, all with the assistance of the government whose operations we support with tax dollars. The other women who received less money compared to Azriel still had enough to brag around as successful at their extortion game, stealing the claim that this was indeed about the money and not justice. By threatening to defend R. Kelly, Azriel had quickly created a price for her involvement with government to take down R. Kelly. She negotiated her way to becoming the most highly paid supposed victim in restitutions, and she achieved this. During the New York appeal hearing, however, an appeal judge made mention of the fact that the restitutions which were paid to Azriel may have been inappropriate, considering the law against non-consensual exposure to an STD in one of the destination states according to Jennifer Bonjean had been repealed a while back. And the absence of this law therefore does not allow Azriel Clary to be cashed up like she was. In fact, there is a possibility that if such a matter is reversed, a pro rata refund of restitution may be ordered in defendant's benefit. We are not sure though that if such a refund was ordered, the accuser would still have the money to effect it. We have seen accusers of R. Kelly who have received a lot more than that in the past waste everything away in less than a decade, only to return later with even more claims with hope to get more. An example is former hair braider Lanita Carter, who, after wasting away a whopping $750,000 in a failed house purchase which ended in a bank foreclosure, returned to make even more claims. Many concerned citizens who have been following these events have actually raised great concern on how these inflated restitutions being gifted to these accusers are going to encourage the young generation to opt for prostitution as a way to getting rich quick. Humans are naturally designed to choose less risky paths to success and financial freedom. Simply show them that choosing to become a mistress to a big-time celebrity and later using it against him could get you your dreams, and they will no longer focus on their education and careers as the fundamental. The knowledge alone that Azriel Clary opted to date an older man, and by simply teaming up with his enemies to screw him, she walked away with close to $500,000 could distract many girls out there who may look at this as a strategic shortcut to wealth. According to Nancy, how I would love to see the accusers have to repay the money they took. Okay, this may be difficult, but all the same, as long as the charges are reversed. It's true this entire fight against R. Kelly was aiming at taking his money and leaving him for dead. It's so unfortunate that the government we fund with tax dollars is helping in this extortion campaign. According to Vincent Clay, why can't these mean people stop doing this to R. Kelly? This can never be right what these people are doing. They are basically taking someone's life away for something he never did. R. Kelly is a wonderful person. He gave all of his love to the people in this world, but sadly this how America is. When a black person is doing well, for whatever selfish reason they make sure to do them very wrong. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say? To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.